drink water. And I don't know, my clients always say, water tastes nasty. It don't have a taste. And if it does taste nasty to you, I highly recommend get some flavored honey. But please, your body is made up of 70% of water. When you do not drink water every day, your organs are fighting for anything that you put in your body. So it don't even make it to your hair and skin. And you don't really know what's going on inside of you until you start getting the ashy skin or the dry skin or your hair start breaking. You don't know, so it's laying dormant. You need to use the bathroom at least 3 times a day. If you're not, when you eat, in 15 minutes after you eat, you're not going to the bathroom, or 30 minutes, there's a blockage. And you need to find out why. You got to get rid of the toxins, because the toxins that's from food that you eat causes cancer. And that's why it's so easy to stay in, because it's laying dormant somewhere in your body. Most of the time when you use the bathroom, you should pretty much be able to see what you ate. Now, I know we have probably a lot of meat lovers in here. And I told that story before I started. Last year, Thanksgiving, I decided to not eat meat anymore, because for me, and I'll be turning 41 in April. But for me, what would happen is when I eat meat, I will forget. I'm like, come on now, you know, I got all these herbs. I shouldn't be. I will forget. I was very lazy, and it made me feel constipated. It was amazing at the things that was happening when I was eating meat. So I said, you know what? And I ain't gonna lie, meat like crack. I was like, I love lamb. You know, I'm just like, oh, my father made ribs. Oh, God. So I'm like, I'm having this battle with myself. I'm in an apartment. I'm like, and I live by myself. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, because I'm gonna tell you what you don't realize. Everything that you eat today, you're eating for 5 to 10 years down the road. And so, if I want to be fabulous at 50, I need to start now. So I don't eat meat. And it wasn't even as bad as I thought it was. It's all mental. Now, my next adventure, which I still, you know, y'all might see me on the news, I might go crazy or something, is sugar. I'm trying to get, sugar's like crack. And I'm a chocolate lover. So, I mean, I can't get rid of any of it. But, you know, it's hard. So what I do is I go to the real health food stores. Whole Foods and Trader Joe's, ladies, are not a real health food store. They're making millions off of it because they already know that it says natural, it says organic. They're making billions off of us. But anytime you go into a store and they offer a food bar that causes cholesterol and high blood pressure, come on, which side you on? And I just go in and mess with the managers just to get their blood pressure right. So, because I'm just trying to figure out what, and I don't put my products anywhere that represent those two things. Either you natural or you're not. Now, most of us live naturally fake lives. We act like we're natural, we're not. The sad part about now, some of us is not going to be here in 2 months.
Oh, Lord, don't say that.
Yeah. I'm serious. And let me tell you why I have to be this real. Because the way that the industry is going now, they know that, let me show y'all how we buy. This is how we buy. We don't buy, turn on the box and read. You know how we buy? We buy like this. Oh, it smells good, but I'm getting this. And little do you know, you're putting poison in your system. I would go into Walmart and I would stand in the feminine hygiene section just to see women do that. And they don't never turn around. They don't never turn on the back and read with the ingredients. We as women, we buy. And don't go when you're real hungry or you're emotional, because you're going to spend money that you didn't even know you had. And then realizing when you get home, like, oh God, I got to take some of this stuff back. So you have to be mindful of everything you use. Now I'm going to go back to my grandmama remedies that I use now. But as a little girl, because I had eczema very, very bad, of course, garlic and onion. You have itchy poos that you get ready to come down with a cold, or people in your house are sick, boil an onion. It'll knock everything out in your, wherever it's been boiled. And if some of you already have it, drink a cup of the water, onion water. Ladies, for those of you who take the flu shot, please don't take the flu shot. They're shooting the flu in you. They're shooting the flu in you. One thing that I...
Okay, wait a minute, hold on.
What's that?
You done stepped all over my feet.
I'm sorry.
With the meat, the flu shot, smelling stuff in the store.
I come to tell you now that hello. And I'm only saying this, y'all, because the end result is death. And once my mother died in 2004, I had a decision to make. Yeah, y'all got, I got diabetes in my family and all that, but guess what? A doctor can't tell me I'm borderline nothing. They don't even have that option. Because see, what you have to do is take your health into your own hands. Sit with your grandmothers and your aunts. They will tell you they used to concoct these remedies in the house when you were little. We used to have to stand in line, and I hated it. For Scott's Emotion, cod liver oil, 666, or the vitamin E pills that you squirt a little, horrible. But I'm glad that they did that. Because you would never know, they used to have pink eye every day. I had eczema so bad I couldn't even go to school in the wintertime because my skin would crack and bleed. That's how bad I had eczema. I looked like an alligator. I didn't have no eyebrows because I scratched them out. I had no hairline. Traumatized. As a child in the 7th grade looking like that. Couldn't do any sports because I couldn't wear shorts because I had black eczema on the back of my legs. Eczema is flared up by dairy products. When you wear certain jewelry, you got to be careful with certain jewelries because some of the different things they make jewelry with causes eczema around your neck. This is aloe vera juice, and I highly recommend Lily of the Desert brand because they about the purest brand. I used to shampoo my clients' hair in aloe vera juice. If you have anything going on in your system, of course, the doctor's going to diagnose you with this. That's their whole goal. That's what they're supposed to do. So they're going to diagnose you. They're going to get you real scared. But one thing I can tell you, you can spend about $20 and be healthy. Aloe vera juice, drink it. Shampoo your hair, rinse your hair with it. You want your hair down like when you was a child? Aloe vera juice. Now I know a lot of us are very familiar with this. Honey. Clover leaf honey. Go back to that. Honey has so many different, matter of fact, some of the products that I have, I use honey. That lathers up, honey lathers up like soap. So those are the different type of things that you have to use. Now what I do recommend for those of you who have 9 to 5s, thank God I don't know what a 9 to 5 is. But for those of you who have 9 to 5 or children who have autism or special needs, those type of things, purchase a burner. Detox their room and your entire house. What y'all smell right now is eucalyptus, and what I'm doing is I'm just calming everything that's going on with you right now. You don't even realize that I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. So when your kids try to be like, well, Mom, why am I so calm? You gotta let them know your trick. You just know that you see it. And what's happening now, and you can search it on the internet, is that a lot of these different autism centers are starting to use essential oils, which only cost $5. Because what they're finding is it's all about training the neurologist system. That's all it's about. Your kid ain't special, they ain't this, they ain't that. Most of the kids that's hyper like that, because I was one, they're leaders. And you just have to mold that leadership in them. Let them play as much as, let them run till they ragged. Let them get all that out. But that's what leaders do. They go against the grain. They do everything they tell them not. They'll take a beating just because they want to do it. I was one. I'm serious. I was one. Till I was like 13, and my mom was like, okay, you're not even gonna cry. Like, okay, we've been doing this for so long. It's the norm. But you gotta get to the point where when you buy these different things, they detox anything around you. They help the people who stay in your house, those type of things. And they're so cheap. Eucalyptus is what you all are smelling right now. Burn it in your house. Put a couple of drops when you have a sinus infection. Put a little drop on your nose and put it under here so that you can smell it. It's going to cure it. Don't take no Damotag, all those other medicines that, why do you think they tell you take it every 4 to something hours? So that means they're going to suppress it for some time and then it's going to come back. It's psychology, it's all a game. Their goal is to never cure you. They know what? That we're lazy and we're not going to take our health in our own hands. Go back to basics. I'm sure some of you got vinegar in your house. If you want to lose weight, put a cap full of vinegar in a bottle of water twice a day and drink it. You ain't got to do nothing strenuous. It's so simple because what? Vinegar eat all the fat where you don't want it.
You serious?
Yes, I'm serious. A little over a year ago, I was a size 18. I'm a size 10 now.
Is that apple cider or
Is
just
it
regular
Apple cider vinegar, not the white one, but the brown one. And that's the Brad's. And it's only $2 and some cent. You ain't got to get on Jenny Craig. You ain't got to do nothing, all that. You don't have to do
How
it.
much water?
Huh?
How much water?
Well, you can drink it as strong as you can take it. It's up to you. But you can put it in a cap full in a bottle of water, drink it in the morning before you go to
Like
bed.
a 16-ounce bottle?
Exactly.
Okay.
So these are for women. These are some other teas that I highly recommend. I do yoga twice a month, and I know people always say, well, why do you do the white girl thing? Yoga's white. But anyway, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about the only black one in the room, but yeah. But I drink this before I go to yoga. Some of y'all, I know that, matter of fact, by the end of this month, I will be a certified Zumba instructor. Some of y'all, turn on some daggone music and dance in your house. You ain't gotta pay. Some of y'all paying for gym memberships right now, and you don't even go to the gym. Turn some music on and do all that you used to do back in the day. Because that's what kept you fit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's not a lot to be healthy. It's not a lot to be healthy. We're getting green tea, burdock root. Remember Quaker oatmeal?
Yeah. Yeah.
I make soap with this. I used to make a paste for my clients' hair who had psoriasis. When people have flare-ups of eczema, put it in your bath water. It cures it from the inside out. If eczema keep reoccurring, it's because it's in your blood now. And so you have to take what's called a burdock tea to get it to detox your blood so it can stop coming back. This is called rose hip. I actually did this demonstration the last time. Rose hip is the purest form of vitamin C you can get. Put this in a bottle of water. It's going to get soft. It's going to turn it like a tea color. Drink it. I have not taken a flu shot since I was 17. What was that? Rose hip. It's the purest form of vitamin C you can get. So any type of cold, when your kid get ready to come down with a cold, give them a cup of it. I don't care if they infant, put some in it. Now y'all know mothers are old. They didn't even do Similac. They did Caro syrup, carnation milk, and water. We didn't have all this stuff. But because we buy on emotions, everybody's coming out with a different brand of something. Now ladies, I'm gonna narrow this down. I have something, I didn't even bring a bar, but I have a table over there. I have something called the VBAR. I'm not sure if you know about the VBAR. I'm so grateful for Fro Fashion Week because the first time that they did it, I was a vendor. Well, let's just say because of Fro Fashion Week, my soap is in Canada, it's in Africa, it's in Singapore, and I'm going to Dubai in April. So that just goes to show you, trendsetter starts here. But one thing I can say, you want to offer a quality product. When you say that it does what it does, make sure it does that. Because for some reason with us in business, I hate to say this, and I'm going to say black people, because I don't deal with none of this in other cultures. I don't. My top of the line customers right now are all Caucasian or from another culture. I hate to say it. Why? Because we would look at a $8 bar or $10 bar, turn our nose up. But then you're going to go and pay $17.50 for some Monostack 7. That's not going to work. Now the industry, and you can go in all these stores, but when it comes to feminine hygiene, y'all always know it's this little teeny section. They have Vassengil, Dove, Summer's Eve. And right up, that's cost about $2 and something cent. But right over top of it, what's present? Monostack 7, all stuff that you're going to have to heal yourself from using all the stuff on the bottom. It's sad. So I make a 100% toxic-free, fragrance-free so-called the VBAR. You can use, I have makeup artists put it on their customer's face right now to heal any type of pimples, blotches, two-tone, whatever going on. I'm not sure if I have any VBAR users in here, but they can tell you it does what it's. And let me give you a little heads up. It's a man in the room, but I'm not gonna head. For those of you that have husbands and boyfriends, they get the pleasure of experiencing it too. So it makes you nice and firm.
Oh, for real?
Yes, for real. So it's so many, and if you go on to thevbarlady.com, you're going to see people. One lady wrote and said it saved her sex life. She was like, she was at a point where she didn't want to go in her boyfriend's bathroom because she didn't want him to come in behind her. Because you know, sometimes when we eat veggies, ladies, and seafood, it detoxes out your vagina. And you wonder why this week you smell like red lobster and just last week you smell like roses. Well, that's why. Asparagus, broccoli, now that's all I can eat. So you know I'm VBARing it every day. Because that's what happens. It detoxes out your vagina. For those of you, the serious side now, I created this bar and people laugh when they hear the JJ soap or the booty, but whatever I got to call it to get your attention, that's what I'm going to call it. It's in some adult toy stores right now as the after sex soap. Now they make a cleaner for the toys in the toy stores, but they don't make a cleaner for you, even though you're going to break out from it, because the latex on the toys. So it's, like I said, it's all psychological, but the VBAR, it psoriasis, eczema, razor bumps, bikini rash, those type of things, fungus on the feet, jock itch, all that. Know why? 100% golden seal. Golden seal is a nature antibiotic. So it's going to, wherever you have a problem, it's going to heal from the inside out. You want pretty hair, flawless skin? I recommend you get it. I had a guy who wrote on the website, his skin has never been heavy. His face used to look like a Nestle Crunch bar. And he's like, I'm using a Phenomen Hygiene product on my face, but my skin has never looked the way it looked.
Well.
And I'm serious. So when you said that, I have women who are from the islands, and they tell me, because we were born and raised here, a lot of us suffer with urinary tract infection. And so once they started using the bar, cures it. A lady in Singapore, same thing. She said, I've had it almost 30 years. My youngest customer is 4, my oldest customer is 86. And my 86-year-old customer called me. She said, you know what? I just spent the last 60 years of my life not wanting to go to the OBGYN because I smelled so bad. And I just happened to pick you a sample of your product up at an event. Now, jokingly, we could talk about it, and I'm so glad we could talk about it now, because when I was growing up, thank God I had older sisters and aunts, it was my mother grew up in an age, it was taboo to talk about the vagina. Now, they had those big old red douche bags that I used to think was a balloon. I used to squeeze it in the bathroom, but I never knew what it was. So it was taboo. And so now, thank God that Oprah said for JJ, so they just set me free to put me on the pedestal. Now I can say it without people, you know. And I do get some bougie women who don't think that they need it. Maybe they don't eat seafood and vegetables. But anyway, I do get some of those women who think that, well, you know, it's nothing wrong with me. Or you're admitting you're having a problem with it. Well, I tell you what. My soap is like the dentist. You can go now, you can go later, but you're going to have to go. That's the end result, because most of the Phenomen products, which is not much. Let's talk about tampons. That latex they put around the tampon to keep it firm, that causes cancer. And you're putting it up in you. Exactly.